What's going on, boys and girls? Welcome back to another video. Hey, I got the beautiful package in the mail, and guess what? It's the new Gomexus Titanium 7-inch pliers. It's called their Plier X, and they're pretty cool. Today we're going to do an unboxing, first impression, and I would love to get your thoughts. Hey, if you don't want to see any of those funky AI videos on the first screen of YouTube and you want to help us out with the algorithm, make sure you give a thumbs up, comment, and share. It really helps us out. We appreciate you showing the love. Hey, without further ado, let's jump in. All right, here we go. Woo! Look at these sexy things, guys. So here they are, right out of the box. And I gotta say, aesthetically, they are beautiful. I mean, they are really, really good looking pliers, guys. Very lightweight, considering that they're titanium. And what I want to do is go over some of the minute details that I think you'll really appreciate. And hey, we'll see how they hold up over time. All right, well, so one thing that's awesome about these particular pliers is not only are they made of titanium, or they're milled from titanium, these actually have all internal titanium components. The screws, the springs, everything internally is also made of titanium, so you're not going to have any breakdown over time. They're supposedly never going to rust, and obviously being titanium, I kind of believe that to be true. Now, there's some things on these pliers that I really like that were incorporated, and we're going to go over each individual thing now. One thing that you're going to notice is that on the particular grip itself, it has a non-slip grip engraved fingerprint design right here. It feels really good in the hand. The texture is not too rough, but you could tell that if your hands were wet, this would absolutely help you to hold on to it. Now, it does have a spring-loaded hinge. Again, that hinge is titanium. These are all CNC machined, and that's why you have such literally perfection in the form and all of the little details and engravings. They're really precise, and that's because it's a CNC machine product. Now, one thing that is usually lacking on a lot of the pliers is actually the little split ring assist here. So right here, you know, when you're trying to put hooks on your different baits and lures, this little split ring will actually help you do that. So one thing I want to mention is that these split ring assists on the end of here, or it's easy to split various ring sizes, anywhere from 6mm all the way up to 14mm, and this is going to do the job just fine. So right here, Gomexus has considered, you know, that this is not only made for saltwater but freshwater fishermen too. But if you're using a split shot, they have a little area here that you can put the split shot, and that'll help close it. The Gomexus has a premium tungsten carbide blade. And what I really like about this is that they've taken in consideration that one of the first things that go bad in or on the pliers over time is the blade itself. Now, obviously, these are going to last a lot longer. Tungsten carbide blades usually going to get about a year or so out of them. But what they did is they provided 3 extra blades and the tool for you to change these out. I thought that was really neat, because a lot of other competitors actually charge $15 to $25 for a new blade, and if you get a year out of each blade, you're going to have 3 years at least, at minimum, depending on how much you fish, 3 years of very sharp cutters. Now, these cutters are going to be perfect for braided line, monofilament, and fluorocarbon, of course. So just so you know, these come in at about 5.3 ounces, which is a little heavier than some of the cheaper pliers that I own. But what I like about it is they're not too heavy that you're really going to notice them on your hip, but it gives a good quality, a good feel to them, so that way they don't feel cheap. You don't want anything that's going to feel cheap. And again, they have a lifetime warranty. So, you know, how can you go wrong with that? Titanium, 3 sets of cutters, and a lifetime warranty. I thought that was pretty dang cool. So once you open this up, you're going to notice that underneath here you have a high quality leather sheath, and that's what you see here. Now, what you're going to find is they actually have the clip on this sheath, so they're listening, guys. I can really appreciate that, because a lot of companies don't. Here are your 3 carbide cutters that we discussed with the tool and the screw They include all of that with your purchase. And then of course you have your lanyard here. Now what's different about this is you have to open this up in order to put it onto your plier. So that is something that's different, something that's unique, and I'll show you how to do that here. All right, so what you do is you unscrew this with your little Allen wrench. Then you go ahead and put the wire back in through your little loop here. Just like that. And when you're ready to tighten this back up, put your wire back through. All right, then you just tighten her down. So this is definitely a little different than I'm used to doing. Usually you have some kind of quick snap or carabiner or something like that that really is quick and efficient, but you know, I guess it's one way to make sure they don't come off the plier unless you want them to. So I'm just going to tighten it down really good, make sure she's snug like a bug in a rug. Now obviously this side of the clip clips on like that, and here's what we got. So you got a high quality sheath with the clip. I can't emphasize how much I love the clip on these guys. Anytime you have a clip, I'm not one that wears a belt on the boat a large portion of the time. Every once in a while I will, but this prevents you from having to do that. You can wear jeans, you can wear sweats, it doesn't matter, it's going to stay on your side. Now there is one thing that I've noticed right off the bat that I know that would probably bother me over time. I think they might have made a mistake on their dimensions with this particular pouch. If you notice that these pliers are all the way down in the pouch and only a small portion of them are actually exposed. So when you're going to pull these out, you're only going to have a fingertip grab. This, in my opinion, should have been somewhere down here. But who knows? Maybe that's something they'll change in the near future. But again, that's my opinion. Everybody's going to have their own preference and opinion, of course. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give a thumbs up, comment below. What did you think? What was your overall first impression of these Gomexus pliers? I actually thought they were pretty impressive. They look really, really good. Construction quality feels great. Got a lifetime warranty, 3 carbide cutters, a premium leather sheath with the clip on the pouch. I mean, the only thing I failed to mention here is they're going to run you about $159, which for just the pliers, $179 with the sheath and the pliers. So they're very, very reasonable in price, especially when I consider that I purchased a $400 pair of Van Stalls one time, and these knock those out of the park. So don't get those Van Stalls, guys, before something like this or a nice premium Danco plier. Anyways, until next time, guys, I'll see you on the water.